Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about two things. One, the situation, teams not going to Pakistan, which I know got a lot of headlines in the news, and two, the Afghanistan tour, Australia not playing Afghanistan. So let's get in. So let's start with number one thing. I've been criticized a lot. I can see on my socials, people, the weirdest things, people sending me pig emojis because they think that's going to make me angry. I don't care. I live in Australia. I'm surrounded by pork products. So keep it going. I don't really care. But people think that I have a bias. I was born in Pakistan, so I'm going to take Pakistan's side over India. Number one, this wasn't even an India versus Pakistan thing. Not at all. It's funny. Most of my friends in Australia, the majority of my close friends in Australia are Indian. I could probably think of one or two maybe Pakistani friends I have. Majority of all my close friends are Indian, whether they are in cricket or outside of cricket. So, look, I've lived here my whole life. Obviously, Pakistan's where I'm from, but Pakistan, India doesn't make a difference to me. I've grown up in Australia my whole life. The whole Pakistan versus India thing. Number one, I don't really get because I haven't been involved in the whole situation. I've grown up as an Aussie. And two, that's not even my thinking. I play in IPL. I've played in India many times, played with Indian players, against Indian players. I challenge you, there won't be one Indian player that I did not get along with. And there's still a few Indian players I still talk to this day. So for anyone who thinks that I'm biased and against India, it's bizarre. So I feel like I had to clear that up right from the start because this is not an India versus Pakistan thing. If anything, the thing I miss most about international cricket, and I know growing up watching my parents watch, with my dad watch cricket, it's the Indian versus Pakistan matches. I absolutely hate the fact that it doesn't happen anymore. I don't want to get into the politics, but I think it's the biggest thing that cricket is missing, and it'll be such an amazing thing if we can get those two countries to play again. It's something I've been pushing with the ICC. I've had chats with people at the ICC about this. I've had chats with Cricket Australia about this. I think it's the one thing that can bring the two countries together. It's unfortunate where the situation is right now. As I said, not getting into politics, but that is something I'd love to see. And the reason I love to see it, camaraderie. I remember the last time Pakistan played India, Virat Kohli gave Mohammad Amir his bat. I saw the photo, I saw the video, and I just thought that is mateship. That is camaraderie. Look at these two guys. That's what people, that's sportsmanship. You give another opposition your bat. You can see how happy he was. I mean, if that doesn't bring two teams, two countries together, I don't know what does. Let me expand on what I was trying to say when I said that it's easy for people to say no to Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, South Africa, whoever it may be. Australia said no to South Africa recently. So the three big countries in cricket are England, India, Australia, purely on how much money they produce, and they're the big powerhouses of cricket. And everyone knows it. I always think it's our responsibility, when I say our, Australia's responsibility, when it's England, India, to grow the game, to try to play as much cricket as possible. So when I heard Australia wasn't touring South Africa, I was very disappointed. Obviously, with COVID concerns, so be it, understandable. But hopefully they'll come back, make up this series, and play against South Africa because I think it's really important. They're a great cricketing nation. Even this recent series against Afghanistan, that probably disappointed me the most. I 100% stand by the stance that Cricket Australia is taking on equality. I think gender equality is extremely important. I do think that it's still our responsibility to try to play against Afghanistan as much as possible because these guys have sacrificed so much to get where they are. You see Rashid Khan, Mohammad Nabi, all these great players that are playing right now for Afghanistan. We need to try to help them to grow the game. I understand something's happened politically. That's really, really soon. It just happened. We don't know what's going to happen with it. But I really do think that we as a nation need to help grow the game of cricket. And that is where I'm coming from. I think it's our responsibility to help the other teams, the teams who don't earn as much in the game, the team who aren't as wealthy as the main top three teams that I'm talking about. It's always on those guys. It's always on India, England, Australia to lead the way in world cricket. You might think that, I've got bias or whatever. I'm purely coming from a cricket lover point of view. I want this game to grow. I want more teams to play it. I want to be playing in the US. I want to be playing around the world. That is my number one goal. And I understand there's been a bit going on with the Taliban taking over Afghanistan and Pakistan bordering Afghanistan. And I totally understand there's going to be a bit more anxiousness amongst the other countries. We just have to figure out a way to try to still play cricket in Pakistan. Whether it's this year or next year, whatever it is, not just a no, cross it, not happening again. It's our responsibility to try to grow the world game, as we said, the three big nations. And that's the same applies to whether you're going to Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, wherever in the world. It's the responsibility of the bigger teams, the bigger nations, to go out and play cricket and grow this game. All this can become very political, and I don't want to mix the politics in with cricket in this particular video. It's always going to be the case when you're playing country versus country. I understand that. But look, leave comments down below. Try not to be inappropriate. If you are, I'll report you, I'll delete you, I will get you. So look, I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you next time.